Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to answer one of the Selenium interview questions. That is, what will happen when we type text into a label using Selenium automation? Let me answer this question with practical demonstration. First of all, the answer for this question is we will get element not interactable exception. No one can type text into a label, right? So we can type text in Selenium automation into text box fields or text area fields. But if you have to type text into a label, such kind of operations you will do, then you are going to get element not interactable exception that I'm going to practically demonstrate so that you will get more clarity. For that, I'll switch to this Eclipse IDE where we have the sample Selenium automation code for opening the Chrome browser, for maximizing the browser. And here, application URL need to be opened. Okay, omaya.blogspot.com. I'll just copy this sample application URL and paste it. I'll take one of the label here. I can take any label. So for example, this radio options label I'll take. I'll inspect this label. I would like to type text into the radio options label, which is not supported, right? Which is not possible also. Manually, if you try, can you type any text into the label? No, right? So here, what I have to do is I'll just copy this. I'll create some XPath expression to locate this label. Control F /H2 text is equal to radio options. Okay, this will locate the label. Now into this label, I would like to type the text, which is not supported by Selenium. Selenium can help us in typing the text into the text area field like this, or you can also type the text into the text box fields like this. But if you try to type the text into some fields which are not supported to type text into, like these labels or paragraphs or whatever it is, you are going to get an exception known as element not interactable exception. So already created an XPath expression for this radio options label. I'll just go here and say driver.find element by XPath. I'll give the XPath expression of that label. I'll simply say label element is equal to, I'll declare this label element with web element. And this label element, I'll say label element dot send keys, which is not supported. Okay. Using send keys command, we can type text into the text area fields or text fields. But here we are trying to type the text into the label text, which is not possible. Okay. I would like to type my name into the label, which is not possible. Here, this particular send keys statement will give you an exception or runtime error during the runtime or execution of the program known as element not interactable exception. So anyhow, the exception will come here. Whatever the statements that are followed by this exception here, okay, whatever the code that is followed by this statement giving the exception will not be executed. To prove that, I'll just write down system.out.println end of this program. Once the exception comes, the program will stop. End of this program. Okay. So run this code and see that in the output console of Eclipse IDE, you are going to get element not interactable exception as we are trying to type text into some element, UI element, which is not supported to type the element text into that. Okay. You see, the radio button, any text has been typed here. No, right? Instead, we will get an exception known as element not interactable exception. Okay. This element is not intended for typing text into. That operation is not supported. Hence, we got the exception. So hope guys you got the answer for this question. So what will happen when we type text into a label text using Selenium automation? It will give you an exception rather than performing the operation using Selenium. Selenium will give you an exception known as element not interactable exception. So that's all for this session. Thank you. Bye-bye.